Today we're talking about the 5 things to do to get started for the beginners for stockpile and answering your stockpile questions. If you have questions, please put them in the chat. And Mike here, Mr. Handsome, smile, Mr. Handsome. He will get your questions and answer them. Okay, first thing, buy on sale. Now, when you go to buy your stockpile food, buy on sale. Now, as you can see, we have a nice stockpile of Swiss Miss and chocolate stir sticks right here.
You have to have the important things if there's a disaster and you're cut off.
And mints right there, right here, mints. 20 bags of mints, 70 boxes of Swiss Miss, and 60 boxes of stir sticks. Now, why do I have these? Because today in our blizzard, I had to go to the hardware store, and Dollar Tree happened to be next door. And I should not have...
The stress of being in the blizzard just threw you over the edge, and you had to just get a bunch of chocolate.
Yep, that's what happened. And actually, the roads were horrid. Were they still really bad when you got Jack at school? They were horrid. They were really bad. But I happened to stop by Dollar Tree, and they had these stir sticks right here. Now, you may say, Tara, why do you have 60 boxes of stir sticks? Because, whoops, they were 25 cents a box. So that's what, 80% off at Dollar Tree now? What's 25 cents from $1.25?
Yeah, 80%.
Yeah, 80% off at Dollar Tree. So I got 60 boxes. And you will say, Tara, what are you going to do with all of these stir sticks? I am going to chop them up. And I'm going to chop them up and give them to Mike as a treat. Oh, I forgot. You got it. Never mind. You got, no, it's okay. I didn't know you had a cough drop. Oh, here. I'll give you a romantic treat. But I'm going to chop them up and put them in my muffins, my chocolate chip cookies. Good. Is it really good chocolate?
Those are really good chocolate.
Is it? Really? Shoot, should I go back and get the rest of them if they have any?
It's kind of the Easter chocolate taste.
Oh my God, that's really good. So why did I buy all this? Because for 25 cents for 3 ounces, I think it's $3 at Walmart now for chocolate chips. Well, my goodness, that's crazy expensive for chocolate now. Let me look here real quick. $2.32 for the Walmart brand. And $4.78 for the Nestle's. Wow. Oh, that's 24 ounces though. Okay, so I didn't save quite 75% by, is that right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I don't know what my math is, but instead of paying almost $3, I paid $1 a pound, or for 12 ounces. And so I got those when they're cheap and on sale, and the extra literal 30 seconds it takes me to chop those up, I'm going to chop them up and use them for all those things. So buy what you can on sale. The same with the Swiss Mix. Hot chocolate. Jack's the only one who drinks hot chocolate in our family, but he loves it. They had it on clearance yesterday at Walmart for $1 a box, which used to be the sale price. Now it's a really good price. And so instead of paying 19 cents an ounce, I paid 9 cents an ounce. So I saved over 50%. It was $2.62 a box, and they marked it down to $1 a box for the name brand. All right. Now, you might say, Tara, okay, that's a bunch of junk food. Yeah, that is. But the rest of it is not. Well, I mean, it's my baking and stuff. But like I've got my rice and my cereal and my spices and all this kind of stuff. We're getting actually kind of low on our stockpile. Now that this room is done, I need to go do my $1,000 stockpile and build it back up again. But when you buy it on sale, you don't have to spend so much money. That way, you can buy more now while it's cheap and save more money later, okay? Next, we have buy what you eat. Now, I would say this is the number one beginner mistake, is that people think that when they go to stockpile, that they should just be stockpiling stuff just for the sake of stockpiling it. No, you stockpile what you eat. That may seem like common sense, but I was shocked how many people will buy stockpile food and not stockpile what they eat. All of this we eat. It's on a rotating basis. We eat it all the time. Now, the mints over there, we eat those, but those are for my emergency. They will last forever. They were 25 cents a bag, and I only got them if we have stomach issues with the next thing going around. So if that happens, then I have mints to help settle everyone's stomachs, okay? All right. Dining on a Dime cookbook, guys, 25% off right now. This is volume 1. This is volume 2. And then we have our gluten-free, dairy-free edition. Yes, I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, and I stockpile for gluten-free, dairy-free. The rest of the family isn't. And it's actually quite simple. livingonadime.com is where you can get those right now, 25% off. Start with the basics and work your way up. Start with, if you eat beans, start with your rice and beans and your spices. Rice and beans is a complete protein, and that will be a simple start to get for your food. I would get canned beans, and I would get minute rice and some spices to start with. Those are super, super easy to cook. And then start working your way up to getting things like the coffee and the mashed potatoes and the Taco Bell sauce. You know, here we have to show, oops, wrong direction. Sorry. We have to show Mike's Taco Bell sauce right here. See the Taco Bell sauce? And so then work your way up to the fancy stuff, like your honey mustard and your ketchup and your barbecue sauce. So when Memorial Day comes along and barbecue sauce and ketchup and all those things are on sale again, you can stock up on those. Don't forget heat. We lost power yesterday.
For a lot of hours, right?
Yeah, it was 4 or 5 hours yesterday. It was glorious. I was so happy.
That's because Dave and I left. She was home alone in the quiet.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one thing I really, really missed was having a hot cup of tea. I know, I have a problem with tea. I admit it. I am addicted to my tea, and I have an issue. I had an especially rough morning, and I had gone to the Restore twice. Again, I've got to stop doing that. And then after trying to struggle with the gentleman at the Restore who was so kind to help me try and stuff the cabinet in my car, we found out it wouldn't stuff into my car. And then I went over to Mom's house and she needed her driveway shoveled. So I shoveled her driveway in this wet, pouring rain, snow stuff. So I got her driveway shoveled. And then I had gone to the store for a couple of things and had issues with that. Well, anyway, it was rough. And then I get home and Mike's like, yeah, we don't have any power. I was like, oh man, I really wanted a cup of tea. And of course we were out of propane. We got to get the propane. You're not prepping.
Let me send myself a reminder.
Why don't you get 8 or 10 bottles of it while you're at it? And so I was going to break out my rocket stove. And then I remembered that we had hot water in the hot water tank. So I washed up the dishes while the water was getting hot. And then I used the super hot water to make me some hot water. Is our hot water tank electric or gas?
Ours or gas?
Gas? Oh, whew. So anyway.
That's how we can use so much hot water.
So it's the little things that you will think, oh man, I really wish I had whatever, you know. So don't forget a heat source. I've got a rocket stove. I've got alcohol burners. I've got a grill if I could get propane.
What happened is we went and saw propane. We were sitting right in front of it and we're like, Ooh, wow, that's pretty pricey. I wonder if it's any cheaper at the
Yeah.
co-op across the street, and we didn't go to the co-op.
So it's not anything that we just haven't done it yet. So it's not anything that either of us were putting off or whatever. But and so I've got like 4 or 5 different heat sources, so that if I need to, I have a wood stove, I've got a rocket stove, I've got an alcohol burner, I've got another different type of a rocket stove, and then I've got candles. And then I have what else? Is that it? I guess that's it, maybe. I think there's something else. But anyway, so get yourself a couple of different sources of heat and learn how to use them. Learn how to cook. If you guys have questions, put our dining on a diet, or put your put your comments in our comments, and we will answer your questions here. Learn how to cook. Our dining on a dime cookbooks. I know, guys, but they teach you how to cook. Learn how to cook.
It's so much easier than I thought.
Really, even when we didn't have power yesterday, I was sitting there figuring out how I was going to start cooking dinner without power. So I got it. Thank you. So I was mentally going through the meat that I had left in the fridge that I would need to use up fairly soon. How was I going to cook it? What was I going to eat with it? And so I was mentally preparing what I was going to do for dinner. Well, because I know how to cook, I know how to put things together, and I know how to do different alternate methods of cooking, so that when we don't have power, I can figure out, would this be better to cook on the grill? Would this be better to cook on the rocket stove? What would it be? Now, most things, the grill is just easiest, but not always, like when you don't have any propane. So I was thinking, okay, is it worth getting the rocket stove up and going, or would it be better just to eat it cold? And so sit and run through your mind how you're going to eat when you don't have the power, how you're going to use this food when you do lose the power, like we did yesterday for those 4 or 5 glorious hours. It was lovely. It was just lovely. Bridget says
go ahead.
Bridget says I have a very cheap addiction. I know, but I'm addicted to my tea. Oh man, I was actually having an emotional issue yesterday when I couldn't get my cup of tea. It was a fairly rough morning. Actually, shoving Mom's snow was fairly easy. It was just after we were trying to shove the silly cabinet into the car and it didn't fit. I was just like, oh man. So then someone offered to drive it to my house for me. So I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then not 2 hours later, the pickup got out of the shop and we drove right by there, and we could have just picked it up. It was one of those days where I thought the pickup wasn't going to be done till Friday or something, and it got done early. So
did you mention the Restore's vehicle getting stuck?
Oh, well, yeah. So the person that brought it over, they we had to push them out in their 4-wheel drive. We had to push the 4-wheel drive out. So it was funny. Dave and Mike and I.
They were trying to be cool about it and trying to readjust it a little, and we just start walking over there because we know exactly
they're just not going to go anywhere. So we ended up pushing them out and got them all out and everything. And so anyway, okay, send me the questions. But guys, part of this is just learning how to get started and get going, but don't overwhelm yourself. Okay. Kimmy, hello, my friend Kimmy from She's in Her Apron. Hello. You never told me how your video did. I'm curious how you ended up doing the other day. Kimmy always is texting me for thumbnail ideas, and I'm always texting her for title ideas. So, all right. So put your questions in here, and I'm going to start answering your specific questions. and Mike will grab them and give them to me. Can I stockpile dry onion soup mixes? Yes, those are something perfect. That's easy to stockpile. All your spices are right there. Now, I would rather have you, instead of buying dry soup mixes and spices like taco seasoning and that, use our recipes in our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have onion soup mix in here. It costs you literally pennies compared to buying the packets. Taco seasoning, literally pennies versus buying the large jars.
So if you make your own, does it last just as long?
Yep.
And how do you store it if you make your own?
Just like regular. I just
Ziploc bags?
Yeah, I just put it in. I just put it in the spice bottle. I don't even vacuum seal it or anything. I just leave it in the spice bottle. So Bookie Bird says, what is the difference between volume 1 and 2? And also, does gluten-free have the same recipes? Okay, so volume 1 is the red one. It's our original cookbook right here. 25% off, livingonadime.com. Volume 2 is the companion to that. Different recipes, but they go together. These are just the recipes that we couldn't fit in volume 1 when we originally wrote it. All these recipes help you save money on your groceries, which everybody needs right now. And then gluten-free, dairy-free is adapted from volume 1, okay? So it's the gluten-free, dairy-free edition of volume 1. Hello from Canada. Oh, she's Syrian, says we are such a blessing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
That is so nice of you.
Yes.
I thought you were going to feed Mike wooden stir sticks. Nope, it's chocolate. Amazing Grace. Hi, guys. How's everyone? How's your kitchen going? Oh, let me tell you about the kitchen as soon as I get some of the stockpile questions answered here in just a minute. Wanda, how long does the hot chocolate mix last? A really long time. I mean, we're talking probably 10 years, like super, super long time. It has sugar in it and dry milk, and the sugar is what keeps it preserved, so I wouldn't worry about it. Jen, butter is on sale at Brahms. Oh, remember Brahms? We used to have Brahms in Wichita. Butter's on sale at Brahms for 2 for $7. Snagged a couple to result in the freezer. Yeah, it is not as good as $1.98. I totally get it, but it's on sale for I think $2.77 here. So everyone's clipping the coupons on their phone, and we're gonna go get those this week. Or I will. Somebody will. Tana says, just bought your get-together planner set. Can't wait to use it. Yay!
Yay!
I hope you like it. Yes, our downloadable planner set. Leah says she loves all the cookbooks. All cookbooks with great recipes. Thank you, Leah. Thank you for being on. This is my therapy. You're welcome. Wanda says you need more Taco Bell sauce. I agree.
I know I'm getting dangerously short supply.
You've only got about 35 bottles or so, it looks like.
If we have a real emergency, I might run out.
You've only got 30.
Then I won't be able to eat anything.
Squeaky me. Got family boxes of Rice Krispie cereal for $1 because they were Valentine's Day. Yes, right over here that you can't see. I got Halloween Rice Krispies for 50 cents a box for the family size. So you got a good deal. Shay says I've been binge watching Les Feldnick recently. Thank you for the recommendation. You're welcome. Isn't he great? I really like him. He's really, really good. Chicken Mama, I just drove by a house with a large box of new Hobby Lobby Christmas items marked free, pulled over and took it all. You go. Brand new with tags. Oh, that would have been so cool. I cook on a wood stove and power outages, but also I have one of those tiny folding Steno camping stoves. Yes, I do too. That's good for boiling water. Yes. It was one of those things where it's like, do I pull it out or do I not pull it out? Do I pull it out? And I had thought about doing a video, but and showing it, but honestly, I was so tired because of the kitchen remodel and stuff that we're doing. Wait till I tell you what happened. Today and yesterday weren't a very good day for me for the remodel. Mel, I found inexpensive gravy packets and the au jus packets. I made some au jus and added the beef soup I made, and everyone loved it. Yes, that is delicious. Mel, dinner without power, sandwiches and cereal. Yep, that's pretty much, we would do something like that. How many weeks or months do you stockpile for? I routinely have 5 to 6 day power outages in winter, so I'm well prepared for that. But should I be preparing for 2 months zombie situation or what? I think 2 months is a beginner start, to be honest. I mean, I would say at least a year. Now, you'll have to work your way up to that. But I would say if you can get at least a year's worth of food, I would do that if you could. Cindy, I'm fully stocked and have $350 left in my household budget. I've been following your methods for 4 months. Every month I have more dollars left. You go, girl.
Yes.
Now, if you only have one cookbook, Dining on a Dime Volume 1 is the one with both of them have the tips and tricks on saving money. But this is the original one that we have: how to make pancakes, how to make waffles, French toast, tortillas, your own homemade bath and beauty products, all of those things. That's the very basics. And people keep telling me, oh, you've saved me so much on my cleaning products. Mom and I saw a lady that told me that her friend spent $50 buying cleaning products the other day at the grocery store. I was like, what? I don't know that I've ever spent $50 in my entire life on cleaning products, ever. I can't even imagine I've ever spent that much. I don't know. We get them for free. We don't use the majority of cleaning products that most people do. So anyway, Cindy. Oh, wait, Wanda. Tara, were you ready to go to Starbucks for your tea? No, it was really blizzarding. The roads were pretty bad. Mike and Dave did go to the library yesterday, but it was bad enough that we probably shouldn't take Jack to school. Yeah. Lady Hawk says, sounds like my coffee addiction. Okay, well, Mike is sending me the next row of questions. The kitchen remodel. Well, so they haven't been here for a few days because we had snow. And they have a snow plowing business, so they snow plow when we get snow, and then they come and work on our thing. So while they were doing that, I got the brilliant idea to fix a problem that we discovered with Mike's brilliant idea. And we reused some wood, which was not a brilliant idea. I thought I was saving money, and I ended up spending 2 days putting a bunch of holes, putting wood putty in a bunch of holes, only to realize when I went to go stain it that I got the wrong wood putty. And instead of getting the stainable kind, I got the only paintable kind. So then today I risked my life in the snow again, going back to the hardware store to get the correct putty and the correct stain, which you guys haven't seen that video yet, but I thought I had got the right stain at the Restore in Cheyenne, and come to find out I didn't. So then I had to go get the correct stain. Well, thankfully I finally found the correct stain, but I had to chisel out all of the wood putty I put in, refill it with the new wood putty. I didn't do it right the first time, so I had to do it again the second time. And it's drying right now, so we'll see after the show. So I was brilliantly trying to get that done before they got here, because they have to do another step with the cabinets that this step kind of needs to be done. And if I could do it, then they don't have to wait for the stain to dry on it. And it took me probably a full 10 hours, 12 hours total working on this project. And then I had to sand some stuff, and all of the dust that Mom and I had cleaned up, the drywall dust, now is all back again. So needless to say, I was extremely discouraged. Then we probably spent, 5 hours between the two of us trying to find a new refrigerator, because Home Depot canceled my order for a refrigerator. I wanted white appliances. They canceled it. After searching for hours and hours and hours, we narrowed it down to there's just one refrigerator we can get, basically. And it doesn't have good reviews.
Yeah.
So I called Home Depot today and said, okay, I have my stove and my dishwasher sitting there waiting. And I tried ordering the fridge, and you guys have it online for sale, but I can't get it now. Am I going to have to pay a restocking fee? And he said, no. He said, since it hasn't been delivered yet, they can just sell it in the store. And now I can switch from white appliances to stainless steel. So now we have to go reorder all new appliances, which aren't going to be here till April.
So did you decide for sure to change colors?
Yep.
Oh.
We're going to do it.
You're the first to know, and then me.
So we're changing from white to stainless now. Mike got a Consumer Reports, what do you call it, subscription or whatever, I don't know, to look it up. Consumer Reports needs to get their act together.
Seems like they've kind of gone downhill.
They have really gone downhill. Yeah. Consumer Reports has really gone downhill. Actually, I was pretty ticked about that, to be honest. Not that I would lie about it, but... Lady Cat says, I bought your Dining on a Dime cookbook years ago. We make sure we have gas heaters and stoves, so we will always be able to cook and stay warm. Yes, very good. Susan, decaf tea? Yes, I drink decaf in the afternoons and evenings.
You have caffeine in the morning, right?
Yeah, I have caffeine in the morning. Deborah, what kind of tea do you drink when you're stressed? I drink just regular caffeinated tea, and when I'm stressed, I use a whole tea bag for 1 cup. Okay. Actually, I usually get about 2 or 3 cups out of it, but I leave the tea bag in for the whole time and just keep adding water to it.
Wow.
What is a rocket stove? It's a little mini wood stove. I keep saying I'm going to do a video on it. I know the video is not going to do that great, but I need to just do a video on it. Also, I have a homemade rocket stove that you can see if you go into the search on the videos. Just type in rocket stove and our rocket stove will come up. Kimberly, I'm making chili. Oh, that sounds good. But I'm here. Hello from icy Wisconsin. Yeah. So we got probably 10, 15 inches of snow. And then it's supposed to be like -14 tonight or tomorrow night. And one of our friends, Jonathan in Florida, he's so funny. Tell him what he said.
Wait, which?
About, looks like one last snowstorm.
Oh, he said something like, oh, yeah, it's okay to have snow still in February. I forgot, but the way he said it was kind of like,
this is maybe the last
It's kind of wrapping it up, and I was thinking, this is Wyoming. We're going to have snow at least the end of May. So
he was talking like this was going to be one of our last snowstorms, and we were like, yeah, I don't think so.
He's been having 70 and 80 degree days sometimes in Florida. I'm thinking, can I come visit?
So it was pretty funny, but we have 139% snowpack this year, which is great because, it's great. We thought it would be great because then we have all this moisture, as my farming family used to say. And so we can have fire pits, but then Mike was looking it up, and that means that the grass grows more. So then we have more fires because we have more grass. Oh, brother, you can't win for losing, can you?
Well, they didn't say it would definitely be fires. It just said more fuel if there happened to be fires, but.
That's funny. Mark says, thanks to Mike, we are now both addicted to Taco Bell sauce.
Woohoo! Man, it takes some kind of plain stuff and makes it very good.
Yeah, it's really good. I should save this. But you want to know a 2-ingredient recipe? Is to make some rice in the rice cooker and pour half a bottle or a bottle, however strong you want it, of Taco Bell sauce in there for some Spanish rice, and it's really good.
I like to take black beans and rice and some garlic and salt and Taco Bell sauce, and that's it.
Yeah.
I used to put cheese, but not supposed to eat that anymore.
Tana, you said your Taiwan Tuesday show that you didn't like the white cabinets. No, I don't. I hate them. What color are you going to do? I'm going to do all green. So I'm going to go for it. Patricia, I make all my sauces and spice blends from scratch. Yeah, I could probably actually make the Taco Bell sauce for cheaper. I need to just find a recipe and do it. Shay, we're finally getting enough snow for snow ice cream. Yay! I think we got over snow ice cream a long time ago. We've had so much snow.
We'd have to dig a tunnel into the snow to get the snow over the snow.
So, to put it in perspective, guys, I have a 4-foot fence around my garden, and I have about this much left on the top of the pickets showing. I'm not kidding.
I was just thinking how they used to pile up dirt against the fortresses in order to invade them, and I was like, somebody could just walk over the fence right now.
They could. They could just walk on top of the snow over the fence.
Thank goodness we have heat.
Oh, man. Beverly, hamburger today, Food Lion $2.99. However, several packages for $1.99. About 3 pounds. That's great. That is great. Raquel, hello from North Carolina. Thanks for your continued helpful info. You're welcome. Amy, have you considered buying a refurbished refurbished refrigerator that your appliance guys approves of? Yes, if we had any appliance stores in town, and we don't. Literally the only place I have to buy in town is Home Depot. That's the only place I can buy appliances from. Otherwise, I have to go 2 hours north to Billings.
We have to wait for the stagecoach to come get us, and we go to Billings.
An hour and a half east to go to Gillette, and 2 hours south to go to Casper. And like Mike said, we have to wait for the stagecoach to dig us out. As a matter of fact, our son was going to go visit our other son in Oklahoma next week. And I'm like, I don't know if he's going to be able to go because, or even our contractors, they have to take a family member to the airport this weekend. And I was like, man, I hope the roads are clear because they're all closed right now. And it was pretty bad. Vicky, do green olives last for a long time past the expiration date? Yeah, quite a while. They're vinegar based, so they'll last quite a while. Suzanne says she watches She's in Her Apron. Also, thank you for watching us both. JDBD got a good deal on bacon at Safeway. I don't normally buy it. It's too expensive. Normally $9.99 for 16 ounces. Holy moly. But on sale for $3.97 and got 2 and had $2 off coupons. That is a great deal. Good job. Sherry says she looks forward to our shows every day.
Oh, thank you.
Amy says, did you used to live in Wichita? I live in Hutch. Yes, we do. And my brother still lives there. We know Wichita very well. I grew up in Wichita and then left. And much to my chagrin, we came back to help my brother and ended up there 11 years. I like Wichita as a city. I hate the weather. And people are really nice. The city's easy to get around with. But, oh my goodness, I hate the weather there. Pen. Got the gluten-free book and made the sandwich bread for my son who is allergic to wheat. This is the best gluten-free sandwich bread you will ever eat. He said it is the best gluten-free bread he has ever had. Yes, isn't it? It is so good. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about trying to make a loaf in my toaster oven. I don't know if I dare do that or not. I'm just having a heart attack paying $7 for a loaf of gluten-free bread at the store. Yeah, I'm just having a hard time with that. Okay, you can send me the next one, dear. All right. Ann Jeanette found Valentine's Rice Krispies for 25 cents a box. Wow, that's a great deal. I did not look at the Valentine's clearance yesterday when I was in Walmart. I had an interesting experience. I forgot to tell Mike about it at Walmart yesterday. And well, I had a lot going on yesterday. I just, for a little old lady, I just do a lot, don't I?
Yes.
And so anyway, I forgot to check Walmart yesterday, but that's all right. Okay. Next list here. Beverly. Our hybrid magnolia blooms are third open. Frost will probably burn them. Aw, that's too bad. I have never seen magnolias. Maybe where is Beverly? I wonder. She's got to be what? Probably Georgia. I know South, but probably Georgia or something. Single Guy, Simple Life says brownie mix was on sale today for 98 cents a box. Ooh, that's a good deal. Pamela, back in July, local store had butter for two for $1.50 per pound. Holy moly, I'd buy it all for 50 cents a pound. That's a good deal. Debbie, your books are amazing. Thank you, Debbie. They're 25% off right now. livingonadime.com for our volume 1, volume 2, and our gluten-free, dairy-free book. She really appreciates all her hard work and effort.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Is it better to freeze butter or make ghee out of it? Well, what do you use? I mean, if you just use butter, then just freeze it. Or you can make ghee out of it. I mean, if you don't have freezer room, then go ahead and make the ghee. We are dairy free, so I make the ghee anyway for us. But if you have freezer room and you don't feel like canning the ghee, then go ahead and do it. It's just whatever. That's just totally up to you. It's not better one way or the other. It's just whatever's more, how do I say that? More for you. Yes, you may.
How long?
Rennet or cold water. Here, come here. Let me show you guys something here. So here's one of my tricks. So see this hamburger packet right now? It's just in the fold top sandwich bags. See the little fold top sandwich bag like that? So then what you're going to do is you're just going to run this under a little bit of warm water to remove the bag from the hamburger. Flop it in the bowl, put it in the microwave about 30 seconds to a minute, and it's warmed up and you're ready for dinner. Nice. There you go.
And you put the full top ones inside of a Ziploc altogether,
in a freezer bag, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it from getting freezer burn. Chet says as it keeps snowing, you might run out of Taco Bell sauce. I really think, how many do you think I should go stock up on?
4 or 5 more cases probably. That'll get me through Friday.
You think that will get you there Friday?
Yeah.
Actually, saying that about the rice, we should make that for dinner tonight. That sounds kind of good. Eva, have you done a reveal of Mike's brilliant idea? I have not. The show. Okay, so the first appliance show, she wants to know how we are ruining our appliances. I have not done that one yet. The first one coming out on Friday is what appliances not to buy. So my appliance repair guy, Pistol. Yes, that's really his name. Yes, we live in Wyoming. I know it's funny, but apparently his dad was kind of famous. His dad was a famous rodeo guy. Was that what it was?
I didn't hear.
I can't remember what it was. But anyway, he did a video with me on which appliances not to buy. So we're doing that one first on Monday. So then I'm going to try and put out one every week between now and the 4 or 5 I have done. Emmanuel says, that is why I bought a generator. Yeah, well, so the only thing is we don't really need a generator because we have gas fireplaces. So that runs without the electricity. Now, if the pump at the gas place goes, then I guess we wouldn't have gas still. But other than that, it would just be cooking. So, Sherry, I asked for volume 2 Dining on a Dime cookbook for my birthday. Right here. This one's volume 2, guys. It's just the recipes we couldn't fit into volume 1. I bought volume 1 last year.
We saved them for 20 years.
Less than a week.
We saved them for 20 years before we released volume 2.
Yeah.
Keeping everybody in suspense.
Sherry, I asked for the volume 2. Oh, yeah. Jen, my question is, how long is the consensus on molasses? Oh, for a really long time. I don't know. I would say probably 5 or 10 years. Kimberly's making the honey baked chicken. That's our #1 recipe on our website from our Dining on a Dime cookbook, volume 1. It is delicious, isn't it? Alicia says, I bought cleaning wipes. I buy 1 or 2 large tubs a year and 2 cleaning sprays a year. That's good. What kind of food do you stockpile in your car in case you're stranded? So just like granola bars, that type of thing, crackers, just really, really super easy stuff. I have all 3 of your cookbooks, Suzanne says, and use them weekly. You won't regret having one of these as a great resource. Well, thank you. Wonderful recipes and other great information. Thank you so much.
Yay.
25% off right now, livingonadime.com. Kim, I have 3 cookbooks and our planner. Yeah. Oh, I know I still haven't made the planner video. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. I have got to get that done. I'm so sorry. But here's our daily planner. Now you can see in the video, it's our 2022 planner. I think that's the inside is the same though. The cover is just different. And I show you how to use it. It's a super short video, but it's super easy to use. Super easy to use. And I'm going to be able to use it with Mike's brilliant idea.
Yay.
I'm super excited about that. Okay.
Forgot where you were.
Christy, I have a whole bunch of sandwich meat in freezer that I do not know what to do with. We don't eat a lot of sandwiches in the house and are trying to find ways to use it. We'll just cook it like you would just regular meat. So like ham, turkey, I don't know, whatever you have. So like if it's beef, you didn't say what kind it is. So if it's beef, I would make like French dip, warm it up, toast the sandwiches, make some au jus, just put some bouillon cubes in some boiling water and make a French dip. If it's turkey, make up some turkey gravy, just warm up the meat and make yourself some mashed potatoes and pour some gravy over the meat and mashed potatoes for a little turkey dinner. If it's ham, make our peachy pork chops, make the sauce for our peachy pork chops right here. And then you can, and then you can, this is itching. Then you can make our peachy pork chop sauce. Livingonadime.com is the recipe if you don't have the book. And pour that over the ham. Make you some mashed potatoes again or some fried potatoes. Cut up the ham and use it in scrambled eggs for egg, ham, and cheese sandwich. You could use it for potato soup. Cut it up in potato soup. Shayla's Ham and Noodles in volume 1 also on our website also. All of those are really anything you would use ham for. What else? Ham salad. Cut it up and make a ham salad. Dining on a Dime volume 1. All of those would work really good with that. Dagmar, I need prayer going to the hospital tomorrow. Oh no. Oh dear. I hope you will be okay. Please let us know how it turns out. Lisa, loved your thumbnail poses yesterday. Okay, let's see some more thumbnails. Go ahead. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Oh, another one. You've just seen the most beautiful woman in the world.
You're going to make me that.
Bing!
I don't know. That's
You're mad at your wife.
How's this? Oh, wait. Oh, you can't give me the most beautiful woman and then go mad at your wife.
Oh, excuse me. The most beautiful woman in the world. You're mad at your wife.
I'm good at that one.
Wait, what? Suzanne says it's cold here in Southwest Wyoming as well. Yes, it's been like blizzards. Yeah. Question, did you try Best Buy, Menards, and Casper? Maybe even try Nelson's. So we have not been to Casper yet to look for appliances. We can't get out of town. We only have a Toyota Camry.
We've been super snowed in for the last 2 weeks.
The roads are closed. And frankly, until the roads are really clear, we don't want to be going anywhere because last time when I went to Casper 10 days ago, I literally almost got blown off the road with the black ice. It was really bad. So probably won't be doing that again.
It's funny. We've actually, we've lived in a number of places where people had really big trucks with the grate on the front and everything. And I thought, what do they need that for driving in Denver? What do they need that for driving in Wichita? And here I'm thinking, everybody needs that here. We need to get one of those. But it's just like it's a show thing in some places, but wow, here it's definitely
a necessity. Yeah.
It's definitely useful.
Oh my goodness, I saw the most hilarious thing here. Oh, I wish I could have taken a picture. I forgot to tell you this too. It was this little teensy dinky car. Like, what's a teensy dinky car? Like our Geo Metro was.
Yeah.
They had this humongous homemade grate on the front to keep deer from plowing into them.
I saw a different vehicle with a homemade grate that was just baling wired on.
It was so funny. I was like, oh my goodness, that is so smart, but it was so funny. Barbara's making Taco Bell copycat tostadas. Ooh, yum. Lori, do you stockpile meds, antibiotics? Yeah, if we get them. So if I go to the doctor and they say, here's a prescription for antibiotics, I will just get it, whether we need it or not. And then I just keep them for later if we need them. Don says that lemon or lavender for a de-stressor calming. Yeah, I should start drinking my lemon water again. Tara, have you had hibiscus tea? No, I have not. Maybe I should try that. That would be a new one. I haven't tried that one. Patricia, I swear drywall dust never disappears. Yeah. I think it's going to be an ongoing project to fight. And then I got the brilliant idea to decide to clean and seal all my grout the last 2 days too in my bathrooms, which was really stupid. But that was one of those things where you kind of got started and then you kind of just have to finish and get through it. Oh, well. Lori, does canned meat like Spam and chicken keep indefinitely? Not indefinitely, but a really long time. I would say probably 5 to 10 years past the expiration date. Sierra, I know it's almost March. Did I miss the video on your planner? No. It's
almost March. Is that like a I really wanted to start in January question?
So here's what's happening with me filming the planner is the construction guys are here and I'm having a really hard time filming because when they're here, they're making a lot of noise. So I have to wait on days when they're not here. But then on the days that they're not here, I have other stuff that I really, really have to get done because they're not here. So I'm not in their way. So I try to get those other things done and then I don't have time to get my filming done. So yeah.
Adriana says, get it together, Tara.
I know. Today I was thinking Hawaii sounds lovely.
Yeah. Maybe
we should go in April to Hawaii. Just forget paying off the house. No one else is paying off their house. Why should we be working our buns paying it off if nobody else is paying it off?
Hawaii, $396 round trip.
Is it really?
It might be. Actually, I found some travel places that are looking like they're a lot cheaper. So I know Dublin is $475.
I'm not. Stop it. Well, you have fun. You go to Ireland and I will go to Hawaii.
I'm saying so Hawaii would probably not be too terribly expensive since it's US.
What's Hawaii? Hawaii. How do you spell Hawaii? Here you go. Okay, let's see. When do we depart? Let's just look this up, shall we? Tuesday, April 4th. That sounds like a good day. And we'll come back Tuesday, April 5th, 2024.
It's usually best though 6 weeks out. Well, no, it might be less for US. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Hawaii's still in the United States, right? So we don't have to get a passport or anything, right?
We have passports.
I'm only kidding, people. I'm only kidding.
Actually, we got a deal for Puerto Rico, which is in the United States.
Do we want one passenger or two? Do you want one passenger or two? Okay, let's see how much it costs to go to Hawaii while I'm answering the next question here real quick. Okay, so then the next question is...
You're going to have a ton of questions on my...
Lori, is the recipe for barbecue sauce in Dining on a Dime? Yes, Grandma's barbecue sauce is the best. As a matter of fact, you can see right over here, I have, well, it's hard for you to see, but I have smoke seasoning there. The
Liquid smoke.
liquid smoke, thank you, because just for that.
Monique says, I live in Hawaii. Wish I was in Wyoming instead. Yeah.
Michael, we use Dawn for a lot of cleaning. That's what we use, is just mostly Dawn. Cheryl, having sticker shot, haven't bought coffee for a while. I have got 3 cans. Yeah, I'm having sticker shot on groceries too, because I haven't bought groceries for like a year. Like, not a lot. I mean, we go and get vegetables and bread and milk and stuff, but I haven't had to buy canned goods or not a ton of meat. I got my freezers full, so now, but oh, it's only $600 to go.
I know.
To Hawaii for 2 weeks.
Wow, I've been telling her we should travel for a
flight.
long time. I think she's seeing the light. We need to capitalize on that.
You think Jack could just walk to school every day?
Jack could come. He could do school over there. They would call
Well,
it.
this
They
is
would
true.
call it. They would give him credit for it.
That's true. It could be his extracurricular. Okay, can you see me the next list? Is whatever you call it, electives. Could be his electives. There you go.
Let's see. Okay. Yes. All right. Dun, 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 dun.
Patricia says she started pre-cooking hamburger like I have been suggesting, and it is saving her a ton of time. Guys, that's how I get in and out of the kitchen in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Because I don't waste a lot of time cooking. I don't like cooking. So Dawn, I did a whole stockpile video. If you go look at the 75 foods in my stockpile, that video has everything in my stockpile. You can go see that video. Shaw, besides rice and beans, what are other items good to start? So I would start with like canned fruits, canned vegetables, canned meats mostly. I would stick with canned meats, canned fruits, canned vegetables. Easy to cook things like potato flakes. They're really filling, but all you basically need to do is add warm water. Minute rice. Also, I would get cereals, like dry cereals, granola bars, those types of things. If you eat them, those are all really good things. Terry, can you make the gluten-free bread in a bread maker? I don't know. I have not tried it yet. I got a bread maker at the store, at thrift store a few weeks ago. And maybe what I should do is try and make it in that. I totally forgot about doing that. I just always make it in the oven, and I wasn't even, although I don't know where my mixer is. So I won't be able to probably do that because I don't know where my mixer is. And you have to mix it really well. But that's a good idea. If I find my mixer, I might try it. Barbara, I was watching the 1960s show Cheyenne, and they talked about the little whistle stop of Sheridan. What is that? Do we know what the little whistle stop of Sheridan is?
Yeah, no, I mean, in the movie they were saying we're going to have a quick little stopover in this little cute little place called Sheridan. A whistle stop is like where you just stop briefly. Well, actually, I think it was where politicians would stop and say their piece off the back of the train and then go on to the next town. But it basically,
I did not know that.
She's saying, I think, like just a little town.
Susan, I found sausage links on clearance at the store yesterday. They were 50% off, $2.86 a pound. Ooh, that's a good deal. She bought all they had, froze them. Good job. Dawn, I'm addicted to your videos and love our family. Oh, thanks. Started watching you all overnight with Bible prophecy and got into everything else. I got my planner and the cookbooks. Well, thank you, Dawn. I'm so glad you're liking our videos. So, Christy, I did a kitchen update in yesterday's Tightwad Tuesday video. So you can go watch that video yesterday. And you can see a kitchen update. Just Vicky, get a GE refrigerator. The ratings are good. Yeah, I think that's the one we're going to go ahead and get now. We have to decide if we're going to get it from Menards and have it shipped or how to do it from Home Depot here. We only have one place to buy appliances in Sheridan. But Menards, we can buy it online. But then you run the risk of the delivery guys messing it up.
Well,
I don't know what
we don't have, since we've never had a Menards where we were, really, we don't have really any experience buying anything significant there, right? So we weren't sure with Home Depot in town. It might be we can go into the store and actually talk to somebody there. So
Mel says, "What if you make gluten-free buns in the toaster oven?" That's a good idea. Now for me, it's just finding my mixer. I haven't seen my mixer at all now that I think about it since we started this project, so I have no idea where it is even. Ingrid, will you write a diabetic cookbook? No, probably not. I'm sorry.
Although it's pretty easy to adapt what we have. Tara's used ours.
Yeah, I just adapt everything. I mean, I've been on a diabetic diet, and I just use this. How do you keep mice out of your stock? Well, first of all, put decon, mouse traps, and everything down. Next, seal it in buckets. So like I have my stock in old cat litter buckets, totes, things like that. You're going to have to put in something physical barrier to keep them out. Shay says, we just bought volume 2 after living so many recipes in volume 1. We bought a winter coat from Walmart for $5 on clearance. I know. Did you guys see all the winter stuff on clearance at Walmart? I almost went and bought all their coats just in case people I know need coats. There are $5 for some really nice winter coats, or like to donate to the Women's Crisis Center. We used to do that all the time in Idaho when we didn't have a church. Shopko, before they went out of business, would have clearance like this, and we would go buy all of their house coats and winter shoes and boots and pajamas and all that stuff, and we would donate them to the women's shelter. Mike, how is the Taco Bell sauce compared to regular sauce? What kind of sauce?
If you mean like picante sauce, maybe? Taco Bell sauce is more like enchilada sauce almost. Yeah.
It doesn't have any lumps. Mike doesn't like tomatoes, so.
Well, no, I like picante sauce. It's just the Taco Bell sauce has more of a enchilada saucy kind of flavor.
Yeah.
A lot more. It's got the is it cumin that makes that taste?
Well, that one's more chili powder.
Chili powder?
Tasting, yeah.
Gotcha.
I live in Alabama, small city. How do you find the Restore? Only know of Goodwill. I mean, you just type in Habitat for Humanity Restore.
Yeah.
And then you can just probably see, they probably have a calendar, or not a calendar, what do you call it? A map of where they are. But it's Habitat for Humanity. Cheryl received her first book last week. Loving it. Yay. Thank you so much for ordering.
Yay.
Debbie, it's funny. I was looking at things I wanted, not needed in an online store, and went to put in the basket when I heard Tara. Don't you dare. So I left and left everything. Your voice is so ingrained. Is my voice ingrained in your head too, dear?
Yes. I have nightmares. I'm not just kidding. Oh.
If I would have
It depends on the
ladder,
day. No.
you would have heard my voice repeating over and over again.
I was holding you carefully on the ladder.
I did appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you. So I didn't fall 25 feet to my death. Cynthia, we celebrated my daughter's 12th birthday over the weekend. Her choice for birthday dinner was biscuits and sausage gravy with Mike's baking powder biscuits.
Yay!
Volume 1. Also on our website.
Yes, I loved coming up with that recipe. I tested it day after day for a long time.
Nancy, we live in North Louisiana. Magnolia trees are common here. Ooh, so we need to go to Louisiana. Is that what we need to do? Phoenix, I just got the e-planner set and I can't wait to start using them. Well, thank you. Yeah. So guys, our undated planner right here. This is undated, so you can start any time of the year. So you're not going to lose any pages at all. But it is a full year. And you can see how thick it is. See how thick it is right there. So yeah. And just go, the video in there is for the 2022 one, I think, but it's the same on the inside. SW, the computer went out on my guest range. The repair tech quoted almost $800 to repair it. I found the computer board online for just under $300. Ooh, watched videos and repaired it themselves. Very good. Marilyn Monroe says hot roast beef sandwiches provolone for that lady who had deli meat. That would be really yummy. And why don't you just serve something like cheese and crackers? with the deli meat. Like just make a deli tray of cheese and crackers and the meat. That would be good too. Here, chick, we're getting an ice storm and the power's flickered a bit. Oh dear. I hope it stays on. Valerie says making Shayla's ham and noodles casserole tomorrow. It's the best. Yes. My sister-in-law's name is Shayla, and we put her ham and noodles in volume 1, 25% off right now. Oh, yeah. Shell says SOS is good for leftover meat also. Yep, very good. Angie, you guys motivated me to declutter my basement, and I'm almost done. 4 kids and 25 years of stuff I'm unloading, and it feels great. That is wonderful. I'm kind of doing that myself also. Isn't it a good feeling to sing Let It Go?
Yes.
Patricia, I started pre-cooking the hamburger. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Sorry. Tanya, I would love to send you some sunshine tips here in Central Florida. In the 80s. Don't have much winter this year. Weather is crazy everywhere. Well, here's the thing. I would love some warm weather, but with all of these cold temperatures, that means we're not going to have very many bugs. And we might be able to have fire pits and go camping this year because we actually have some moisture.
No self-respecting bug would live in a place where it's 45 below zero. Actually, it's only going to be 20 below tonight. So,
yeah.
The deer have big fluffy coats, that's for sure.
And oh, look at that. We, as of February 16th, 2023, the drought monitor map says we are no longer in a drought at all. Yay. Woohoo! Neither is California. Woohoo, woohoo. Better not be, my goodness. The hot cocoa was at Walmart yesterday. Susan, you mentioned in your Taiwan Tuesday video the refrigerator at the Home Depot was too small for when your older kids came to visit. We got an old fridge and kept it in the garage. Yeah. Well, I have an extra fridge in the basement. We have talked about that. But here's the thing. It's not just that. We keep going back and forth if we should do cooking videos. I don't know. We were on that again today. I don't know.
Today she was saying, maybe I just need to do cooking videos.
Well, show them the chart. Okay, show them the chart. I will bring the Google chart up. Okay, I will do it because I forgot your computer's hooked up. Sorry. So, here's the thing. So, guys, there is a technique to doing YouTube videos. Really, unlike us, you're not supposed to just, throw stuff out there and do them. But when you go and look up stuff and look up ideas, there's trends that go on and Google will tell you, well, look at this. Okay. So the blue is dinner ideas and the red is stockpile ideas. That means people want dinner ideas, and we have a cookbook. And we're going to have a new kitchen pretty soon. So, it's going to be like another month. But, so if I start doing if I start doing cooking videos again, then I also need the bigger fridge for cooking stuff, which we could just leave the fridge that we have downstairs plugged in all the time. I don't know. Do we need a bigger fridge?
Well, all I know is ever since I've known you, you've always said the fridge was too small. So I hate to downgrade too much.
We haven't had 2 fridges before.
Yeah, but we just weren't using the downstairs one. If we got one bigger fridge for the kitchen, like the size that we had before, then it would probably be cheaper to run than running 2 of them, electric wise. Plus, once the kitchen is back upstairs, we're not going to want to run downstairs every time we need something out of the fridge.
Tara, when are you going to buy your Highlander? Cat Lover wants to know. You will love it. We're trying to wait until the house gets paid off. So hopefully we don't crash the car before then. Faith, do you have any ideas on where else to store long-term storage? I'm running out of space and I really don't want to clutter everywhere in my house. So just make sure you've got closets under the bed. Like if you have trunks, I used to have a trunk that I used for a coffee table, and I put stuff in there. End table, a trash can with a round lid and a tablecloth. You can put stuff in there. You can pull out things, boxes under your bed. Can you send me the next batch? All of those are different places. Some stuff can go in the garage. All of that.
Yes, I'll send it to you.
So, yeah. So anyway, all right. And holy moly, people are chatty tonight, aren't they?
Are you good to keep
Wow,
going? You seem kind
that's
of
great.
tired.
I'm very tired, but we'll see what else we got here.
Bust through all those questions.
Okay, let me grab the next one here. Un momento, please. Let me sing a song while I'm waiting. Okay. Need more ideas to store the stockpile. Oh, both my pantries are so full. Okay, yeah, so I just told you guys some of those. You can put some stuff out in the garage. Depends on what your weather like. Where, like here in Wyoming, we could put stuff in the garage. I probably wouldn't in Florida, but you could for that. Yeah, says her tulip tree is full of blossoms. I have never seen a tulip tree in person. It is so pretty. Wow. I don't even know what that looks like. What does a tulip tree look like? Should I look up tulip tree? I don't even remember what that looks like. Oh, that one. Yes. That would be fun to have. That would be very fun to have. Lynn, she loves our cookbook. She made our pizza crust. Isn't it the best pizza crust you will ever eat? It is so good. So, so good. She froze a bunch for our lunches. Jen, Hawaii sounds lovely. I'm saving for my 50th birthday. See, I didn't do anything for my 50th birthday, so maybe that's what I should do. That should be my 50th birthday trip.
Yes.
Just
we have to figure out how to get you out on the beach without you touching any sand.
How does a person do that?
It's not very sand friendly. Although you did okay in Ireland on the sand. Okay, well, you didn't complain about it anyway.
Yes, that's because I'm not a complainer. Tanya, I'm paying off my house. Decided to go to Gazelle Intense. Very good. Just go for it. She's in her apron. Kimmy says we postponed our Hawaii trip. They wanted almost $3,000 for
Kimmy,
our plane tickets.
I was going to say, we could probably help you get them cheaper.
Go to justfly.com. It was just now $600.
But they have economy and economy plus now, and economy you have to pay extra if you want a seat or like a window in the airplane. So economy plus is the one that you get a carry on. So there's justfly.com is a good one.
Yeah.
But there's others. You could still probably Expedia you could find good. One thing, if you do a package deal, you probably pay more. We've found with our travel a couple of times we've done it more recently with flying and stuff that it's a lot cheaper if you book your own flight and then your own place to stay for most things. So
I'm looking for Kimmy. $591 from Salt Lake.
We need to talk to Kimmy and make sure we got the deal.
You don't need to cancel. $591 right here. I'm looking at. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, they just changed it on me. $1,300.
No, they're different.
Oh, $700.
It's still loading, dear.
$600. Ooh, Kimmy, $700. You can go, Kimmy, for like $700. $678 from Salt Lake on Alaska Airlines. Why would you fly Alaska Airlines to Hawaii? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Okay, that makes no sense to me, but whatever. Okay. Cheryl says, I'm going to Hawaii in April. Well, maybe we'll see you. See what I just did there? Lynette, I got 2 full-time, 2 part-time jobs. You go. Get those credit cards paid off.
Mm-hmm.
What are the pink boxes by the Coco? I talked about it at the beginning of the show, but they are chocolate stir sticks that I got for 25 cents each. Mike, did you think your brilliant idea was brilliant when you first told Tara?
I thought it was pretty brilliant, but I didn't think she would think it was brilliant.
Well, I just didn't think we could afford
I
it.
just kind of threw it out there, and then she's like, oh, "That's the most brilliant idea I've ever heard."
But then we scrapped it, and because we didn't think we could afford it.
We didn't get it as part of the quote for
Yeah.
so.
And then we decided to do it again because we were saving money on some other things we thought, which we didn't end up saving money on. And now it's costing us. So, but that's okay. Eggs are finally going down. $1.88 a dozen. Holy moly, that's good. I think they're still like $5 a dozen or something here. Lynn, I just made a big batch of ham and cheese calzones using the pizza crust recipe. Right here. Yum. 25% off our Dine on a Dime cookbook, guys. You should go to Hawaii. You should take the boys with you. They would probably love it. Elena, I'm glad y'all are on. I have a question. I just cleaned out my freezer and yikes. I found roast from 2021. Oh, yeah. Eat them. They're good.
2021 is not even that long ago.
Yeah. I would eat them. Here's the thing. Just use our slow cooked roast recipe, Dining on a Dime Volume 1 or livingonadime.com. What is it? Pot roast. Type in pot roast or slow cooked roast. Yeah. Robin, thoughts on affordable housing crisis? Also, do you know about the Taiwan Gazette or author? Yes, I know Amy Decision's books. She's what inspired me. She didn't want to write a cookbook, and she's what inspired me to write this. So I do know her very well. Loved her books. Felt like we weren't alone. And what about the affordable housing crisis? I mean, I don't know what to say.
So if you're a person who's affected, I would move. But in terms of where I see it's an issue is like in towns where the housing is extremely expensive and they can't get somebody to work at the grocery store because of it, then that's an issue the town has to try to figure out. But I don't know. I do think from the perspective of the person who can't afford the house, we have moved several times we've moved when
we couldn't afford
the place.
We left Colorado the very first time when we were married, like 6 months, because we couldn't afford it. So you just got to move. Penn says she made my gluten-free recipe in the bread maker and it works great. So did you mix it with the mixer, I wonder? Or did you just dump it all in there? I'm going to have to try that and see. I'll just do an expiration date video one of these days, Rusty, for you. Tati says, be careful on the eggs that are going down in price. Be sure to check the expiration date. They're getting ready to expire in 3 days. That's fine. You can still eat them a couple weeks past the date. Christy, thanks for your videos. My husband and I are working to pay off our debt quickly. Yay! Good job. You go. Jean, I am excited. Got the gluten-free cookbook and read about Pamela's gluten-free fire salad and clearance at Fred Meyer, $3.79 for 24 ounces. That's a good deal. Good deal. Okay. I'm sorry, Josephine. I don't know what your question means, but
what is it? Oh, she just. I don't know if you knew who that pastor is.
Oh, I don't know who that pastor is, Josephine. I'm sorry. Adriana, I saw your video the other day I saw a video the other day on TikTok. Girl complained about how her groceries are $150. She had Capri Sun, pre-made lasagna, jar of fruit, strawberries. I know. I'm those kind of people. I just want to say, get it together, people. Do you ever remember the brand name of the green paint you used on cabinets? So I used Sherwin-Williams, but honestly, I'm not real impressed with Sherwin-Williams either, guys. I had somebody say, well, you can't buy cheap paint. Let me tell you, my $18 a gallon paint at the Restore has covered way better than the $100 a gallon I paid for cabinet paint at the Restore and $39 a gallon at Home Depot for Behr. And the cheapy Restore covered way better. I'm madder than a hornet. Michelle. She stores everything under her bed, top shelves and wardrobes, metal shelves and cupboards, any space I fill with bins. Grandkids thinks it's hilarious. Yes. They won't, though, when something happens and you need it. Kathy, I am so thankful that Tara did not fall off the ladder painting. Me too, Kathy. Me too. Yep. Damaris. But see, here's the thing. I'm the only one who can trim in my family. No one can. Mike can't. Mike doesn't even paint. So.
Well, I used to paint, but I was too perfectionist and it was driving me crazy. And
so I'm the one who paints. And so, yeah. Damaris. Hello, my living on a dime family. Your tips and your love for Jesus inspires me. Love and blessings. Well, thank you. I'm so glad. Do you have some more? Sure. Question. First time home buyer. Do you have any advice? Yes. Make sure you have money to pay for your house. Well, first of all, the bank will probably tell you that you can afford way more house than you actually can. So I would actually go by how much you can afford for payments, not what the bank says you can afford for payments.
Because we always thought we can afford this much, and the bank always said double that at least.
So we would be like, we want to spend $1,000 a month on our house payment, and the bank would be like, oh yeah, we can give you $2,000. No,
you qualify for $2,000.
I don't care what I qualify for. I'm not spending that much. I want to know how much house I can buy for $1,000 a month house payment. So that's how we did it. And just make sure you get recommendations on realtors, because that can really be not good.
Why is this not going?
What items do you not recommend to store in the garage? Well, so here's the thing. That's a hard question to answer because it just depends on where you live. If you live in Florida, it's completely different from living in Wyoming. And so you just kind of have to use your common sense and think, okay, could this get really super hot, or could this get really super cold? Or do I have mice that could be a problem, or something like that? You probably can't store a lot in the garage. But like here, we could store canned goods in our garages here in Wyoming. If I had metal tins, like the popcorn tins, I could store sugar and stuff like that. So it just kind of depends. I can't really give you an advice on that because it just depends on where you live. So.
Uh-oh. Elizabeth has a warning for you.
Elizabeth has a warning. I got the smaller fridge last time and I hate it. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. Well, yeah. Here's the problem. If anyone ever needs to use our basement as an apartment, then we're not going to have that fridge.
The downstairs one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think certain things it's not worth trying to figure out. We've learned that certain things it's not worth trying to figure out how to save in that way.
Yeah.
Because there's some things, like for instance,
kind of like Mike's brilliant idea today that took me 12 hours to fix, and we probably should have spent the $100 just to buy the new parts to fix it.
Well, it's kind of like with computers for our business. If we were just buying a computer for fun, then cheap is cheap. But what we discovered for our business is sometimes we would save $500 or $800 on a computer, and it would take an extra hour every day to get the work done because it just wasn't fast enough. And so then I was thinking, wow, we spent an extra hour of work. And so if you add up all those hours and you think about the time we had to spend sitting and waiting for it, then it wasn't cheaper that way. So there's certain things that we've realized. And for me, the refrigerator, I was thinking, if it's going to drive Tara nuts every single day forever, it would be better to that's one thing that would be better to kind of handle it up front the first time.
Renee paid her house off, guys. Give her a big thumbs up and a little
all
happy
right.
Hey,
good job, Renee.
There you go. That is great. Cheryl wants me to do cooking videos. Connie loves her cookbooks. Does anyone have a millet bread recipe? I have not found a millet bread recipe, but I love millet. I do eat that a lot on my gluten-free diet. Shannon loves your spinach casserole. It is delicious.
Woo-hoo. It is. Haven't had it in a while.
Yep. Megan's is rearranging her kitchen and laundry room to optimize storage. Good job for her stockpiling. Lynn, take a dust mop to the walls. Yes, I am dust mopping all the walls and everything. It's just, dried fruit or canned fruit, I would do both, Lori. Sarah, I went to Walmart today, and yes, you do have to watch prices. Yes. Especially when something's on clearance, I just take a picture now so that I have proof. Maureen says, we're amazing. She loves us both more than we know. Oh, we inspire her.
Yay,
Thanks.
thank you.
Crescent says we should all go to Hawaii on Jack's spring break. Get the boys their own room and us have our own room.
Yep. On the other side of the island. Just kidding. Aww.
We could go to Pastor JD's church while we're there. Maureen says, holy Swiss Miss Batman. Got my gluten-free cookbook yesterday. Mary Ellen says, yay! That is wonderful. I am so glad that you got it. All right.
Are you ready already for another more?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you still had a big list. Here you were so far behind for so long, and now you just caught right up.
Yep. How much water do y'all store? Susan wants to know. So right now I have enough for 3 gallons for each family member in gallon jugs. So I have 3 gallons a day per family member in gallon jugs for 4 days. Okay. So 4 times 3 is what? 12. No, I have more than that. Hold on, let me think. 1, 2, 5, 6. 6. What's 6 times 6? No, I have 36 gallons in gallon jugs. Then I have 5 gallon jugs that I've collected from garage sales for like $1. And I have 6 gallon jugs of water. And then I have 6 rain barrels that I do not have full yet. So, yeah. And I need to get more water stored up, actually. Wow, Mary Ellen has paid off her house and her car and is saving lots of money. Wow, that is great. Kimberly says Alaska Airlines flies to Hawaii a lot because it's their favorite vacation spot for Alaskans. It's actually to fly. It's just straight over the water. Well, yeah, I figured it would be straight over the water. After I said that, I was like, oh, wait a minute. It would be a straight shot, wouldn't it? But it's over the water the whole way. They have wonderful point system with Alaska Airlines credit card, and a lot of Alaskans get good deals that way. Well, there you go. Huh. Lisa says, just got here. Did I miss the reveal for Mike's brilliant idea? Nope, we haven't revealed it yet. We're not going to reveal it until our kitchen is done in approximately a month.
We hope.
April 1st is the date we're shooting. Well, it's probably going to be like April 7th now.
Is that the day they're shooting for? The contractors?
No, that's the day I'm shooting for.
We better tell them. Actually, if we want
they want to be done by April because they've got landscaping to do.
Oh,
so.
I was gonna say normally if it's April 1st, I would tell somebody like, yeah, March 8th.
No, he said they want to be done by April because they've got landscaping.
Well, they're pretty on top of it. It's just right now that with the snow and all.
Well, and when they started, we didn't tell them about Mike's brilliant idea until they got here that day. And I asked them, and they said, "No, we'll be surprised." I'm like, "Okay, you're really."
They've done a nice job on it, though. I can't.
Oh no, yeah, no, they're doing good. But Elizabeth says we deserve it. We've sacrificed forever. Yeah, although Mike turned in our taxes today. Actually, I forgot about that. Never mind. We probably can't go in April, so.
Oh, wait, we probably can.
Maybe we could go for my funeral. You could just sprinkle my ashes over the ocean.
Ooh, Generation 2434 is on.
Tyler, hello. I saw your thing about the Rapture kit. Did you put that video out yet, or is it coming out today? I thought last I saw it was we were still waiting for it. Actually, we do have our Rapture kit. Well, our Rapture kit is in the other room there, I guess. But yes. Oh, it's tonight. Okay. I saw all your t-shirts. I was looking at those. I didn't get a good chance yet, but do we have any more?
Lisa wants to know what is the difference between all-purpose flour and bread flour. I tried my bread machine with all-purpose and it wasn't good.
Bread flour has more gluten and it makes it fluffier. So, if it shouldn't I mean, it should a little bit, but did you use enough yeast in with your all-purpose flour? That would be the only thing. Nikki says, I have one more payment to make before my Dining on a Dime cookbook. I can't wait before she buys her Dining on a Dime cookbook. Woo!
Yay!
Good going. Pamela, I think I'm seeing lots of hot chocolate mix. So,
Who's
the fan? Jack. Jack's the only one who drinks milk in our family now. So, yeah.
And he loves it.
Yeah, he went through a whole box yesterday or in 24 hours. I'm like, dude, this is a 4-year supply, not a 70-day supply. He said, Mom, look outside. There's like 4 feet of snow piled up in our front yard. And he's like, Mom, this is hot chocolate weather. I have to splurge when it's hot chocolate weather. Pamela, I think Pat, my house had a major damage during our storm, and unfortunately your book was in the room, so I will be rebuying. Oh, I'm so sorry. Be sure to put that on your insurance claim. Kim, will I be planting?
And use as evidence the price on Amazon.
Yeah. Sorry, that's not right. No, that's not right. No, that's stealing from the insurance company. You know better than that.
I know, I'm just joking. You see me laughing? I'm like, no, I'm laughing. Sorry, doing that.
Would you like to practice your thumbnails again?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Kim, will you be planting fruit trees? Probably not. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure I'm going to plant a vegetable garden this year. I don't know that I want to grow vegetables. I'm thinking I just may grow flowers. Last year's garden was such a bomb. Although this year we've had so much more moisture, it'll be a whole lot better, but still, I don't know. But fruit trees, they just take too long and I'll be dead before we get any fruit from them. So no, probably not. Deborah, you won't regret a large fridge. Yeah, I think we probably should stick with the large fridge. I think you're right. Yeah. Patty in Idaho. We used to live in Idaho. Nez Perce, Idaho.
Hello, Patty.
Monique, I have to freeze my rice for a few days. Tropical climate bugs. Heaven. Yep. Yeah. Bonnie, thank you. How about storing them in the original bags without having to freeze them? Are you talking about rice?
So I was wondering that too.
You're talking about rice. I just store mine in the original bags. But yeah, it just depends on where you live. But yeah, we need to have Tyler back on sometime.
Robin says I'll never buy self-rising flour again.
No, you should. Oh, I'm sorry, Robin. I feel so bad.
What happened?
She's the one that commented on the self-rising flour. I'm like, why would anybody waste money on self-rising flour? All it is baking powder and salt added to flour. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I think people don't know until somebody tells them.
I know.
I wouldn't have known.
I'm sorry. I felt so bad after that. I was like, you guys know tact is not my spiritual gift.
Boy, do I know. Oh, wait, what? She's smiling at least.
Yes, Mike knows very well that tact is not my spiritual gift. But yes, so I'm sorry. Yeah, Barbara says bread flour has more protein. Yeah, it does. It has more protein, so it has more gluten, and so it rises better.
Did you mention Tyler said 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Central?
So, guys, go watch Tyler tonight, Generation 2434 at 9 p.m. Central Time. That's Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, that whole area, Missouri. What is a rapture kit? Jeannie, a rapture kit is something you leave in your home so that when the rapture happens, people will know where you went. And so I don't know what Tyler's is. You'll have to watch tonight at 9 p.m. Central, what Tyler's is. But you can put a link in there, Tyler. But usually it's like a Bible, an easy to read Bible with like either a book or pamphlets or a paper explaining what the rapture is and where everyone went during the rapture. So, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Monique.
Yes, humor is Mike's spiritual gift. I would say that. Yes.
What was your inspiration for the kitchen?
Pinterest.
One word answer. There you go.
I just started looking at different pictures. I have and what's funny is I didn't do a Pinterest board. I should have actually used Pinterest for what it is, but my Pinterest board is messed up because my personal and my business are separated. And so it's kind of a pain in the butt for me to switch back and forth. So I just take screenshots, and I have 150 screenshots of different kitchens and styles and everything. And so I've changed my mind 300 times on all kinds of stuff. But I think I'm settled now. If we do the epoxy, this is a big if. He's supposed to be bringing the test board tomorrow.
Did you tell him what the epoxy is about?
If we do the epoxy countertops, then I'm set on my countertops. If we don't do the epoxy countertops, oh my goodness, it's going to be May before the kitchen's done. Oh my goodness. I hope the epoxy works. Wow.
I think we just need to leave the country or at least the continent or at least this part of the continent until it's over. Yeah.
It's kind of getting on my nerves now.
Having the house under construction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine if we had a major construction project.
This is why I lived with this for 20 years. My parents spent 20 years remodeling our house growing up.
Now we know what happened.
Yes, it explains my mother very well. And
sorry.
You're laughing a little too hard on that.
She's my mother-in-law. I have to. It's my job.
And so now it's just getting on my nerves.
Oh, Mary says she stores her rice in soda bottles, airtight, and mice can't smell it.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Make sure they're super dry. Yeah. Manuel says some insurance companies do cover personal losses. Yeah, ask. Actually, I was only halfway joking because make sure you ask your insurance company if they cover all those personal losses because they might.
Yeah, there was something that I saw our insurance covered and I never would have guessed.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know.
Yeah.
So,
Angie, can you store your stockpile food in cardboard boxes? Yeah, if you live in a place where
not a lot of bugs.
Not a lot of bugs. Yeah. Lori, who is Jack Hibbs? Real Life with Jack Hibbs. Real Life with Jack Hibbs is the name of his YouTube channel. He's just a really solid Bible teacher. He just preaches straight from the Bible, and he's really good.
Did he get kicked off of YouTube? Several people were saying they thought he did.
What? Generation 2434, Tyler, put your link so people can watch your show tonight.
He's a pastor at Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills, California, which is southeast of LA.
Yeah.
Wow, a lot of people talking about power going out. Laura says power out in Kenosha, Wisconsin, ice storm. I think I'd rather have this.
He's not on. What? Did they kick him off again? No way. Those little turds?
We'll have to find out for sure.
Wait. No.
Oh, here he is.
No, that's not him.
Oh, that's a fake.
That's a fake. He did get kicked off again. Wait. Nope. That's the fake. Oh my goodness. So go to, oh man, we're going to be next. Okay. So go to, what's his, what is it? Calvary Chapel? Chino?
CalvaryCCH.org.
Can you type it in for everybody? So if you guys are missing him, he puts his sermons on his website for this very reason. Those little turds. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my word. I cannot believe that. They did. There's a bunch of fakes on here, guys, but the real one's not on here.
You can Google Real Life with Jack Hibbs too, or just Jack Hibbs.
Well, no, Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills, because there's a whole bunch of fakes on. No,
but if you Google on Google, the real ones show up, or the real one shows up, I think.
It does.
But yes.
Here, let me just go to my link here and see if it's gone. Oh my goodness.
Wait, are you sure that's the real one?
Yes, that's the one from our page.
It is linked to an account that receives multiple third-party claims of copyright infringement. What does that mean?
That means the other people are stealing his content and then they're claiming copyright on it like they did with us. Little turds. Sorry, my non-Christian attitude is coming out. Yes, my son. Have you ever seen your mother so angry?
I have actually. I've seen her a lot worse.
Oh, please. How many times has your mother yelled at you?
Not at me.
Well,
she's...
last night, the potato chips, Mom got a little uptight.
Oh, well.
Someone's going to be paying for his own potato chips pretty soon if we don't start closing the bag.
Yeah.
So it says, Lana, question, would you pay off mortgage or keep money in profitable stocks if you had generational wealth? Family thinks we're crazy for wanting to take a chunk out and pay it off. Quite angry, actually.
Pay it off.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, no, I would still pay it off because you never know when the stocks are going to plummet and you're going to have nothing left with your stocks. At least your house should have your house.
Yeah.
Right?
I would think that would be our.
How much is your house?
Different people think different things, but that would be we're a pay off your house kind of couple because if everything else goes away, you still at least own your house.
If it's like a couple 100,000, like 500,000 or something, then I wouldn't. But oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I can't believe Foster Jack is gone again. Wow.
Jack's coming to get more hot chocolate. Yes.
Yeah. Poor Pastor Jack. Actually, you guys might pray for him because they've got a lot going on and I think they're really being attacked. Pastor Jack is starting a new channel, a new Christian channel.
On where?
With their own channel.
Oh, you mean their own network?
Their own network.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that Satan is not happy and is doing everything he can because it's going to have a bunch of pastors and TV shows that are all legit pastors from everything he said, from everything I've heard him so far. But yeah, how can you tell a fake so people know? A fake what?
A fake channel. Well, for Jack Hibbs, he had like
almost like 500,000 subscribers.
500,000. So if you go and sometimes people will sometimes bad actors will grab the picture from your channel and the name of your channel and make a new channel with that name and picture and try to get your subscribers to subscribe there. And you can tell a lot of times you can tell it's fake because they'll say things that person would never say. Like we've actually had people post where they're called living on a dime in our chat and we have to go block them, but they'll post things like, hey, contact me and send me money or something.
Yeah, we will never ever give you our WhatsApp or phone number. Nothing.
Oh yeah, WhatsApp.
That's spam.
Those are spam. And we block them when we see them. And we've done a lot of working with YouTube to try to keep them off. But fake ones can do that. And one way you can tell they're fake is if you highlight on there and it pops up the information about their channel, and if it says they have 1,200 subscribers,
or 5,000 subscribers,
then you know that it's fake.
Jack Hibbs had almost 500,000 subscribers. I think 400 and something thousand subscribers. So that's how I knew it wasn't him because the other people only had a few thousand. So yeah, wow. He knew that was probably going to happen. He was talking about it last week. But it's weird
because since it says copyright, you might be able to get that back still if he wants to. So anyway.
The problem is, guys, yeah, you can go to other platforms like Rumble or Telegram or whatever. But YouTube is where the majority of people are. And so that's how you reach new people. So for ministries like his, it's really good to be on YouTube so that you can reach other people. Well, that's why, like we tell you, sign up for our newsletter, livingonadime.com. If we ever get booted off of YouTube, you will still be able to find out where we have gone to through our newsletter. And so we send out a newsletter 3 times a week with free recipes and tips and everything. Livingonadime.com, you can go and sign up there. But that's why we have our newsletter and our website, because if something like that happens and we get booted. Angie, where did I get my shelves? At a garage sale for $20.
Yeah, no, it's not that people hack your channel. It's that they create another channel that looks like your channel. So it's not yours. So yeah, like we have to check on both of our platforms, but spammers have tried to make other channels that look like it in the past. Although we usually make sure that they get taken down pretty quick.
Literally every show, the bots will come in and say, "Hi, this is Tara. Call me. You've won your prize." Or, "Hi, this is Tara. Call me. I was going to ask you something," or whatever. I will not ever do that in YouTube. Never, ever, ever. So if I ever do something like that, it would be a direct email from livingonadime.com from me if I ever needed to contact anyone. So
somebody said to buy Jack a chip clip because the young ones don't necessarily realize they left it open. The problem with Jack is we're trying to teach him because he'll like eat all the cookies out of a package and then leave the package in the cabinet, or cereal. He'll eat all the last bits of the cereal and leave the box. So we're kind of trying to teach him, to deal with stuff like that. So
yeah. I mean, maybe we might have to start streaming on Rumble too. I don't know. Does StreamYard do that? It probably does, doesn't it?
Maybe. Probably.
I bet it probably does. Scroll back down. Let me see. Karen. Ooh, yay, Karen. I am so glad you got the blockage fixed. That is wonderful.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Woo. Ellen says, Pastor Jack was talking about it on Twitter. He is reaching a lot of people. Spammers want to make money off of other people's work. Yes, they do that to us all the time. They will pull our videos, claim it as their own, and then we have to go in.
I'm wondering how that works, though, because I thought the AI knew that we were the first one to publish it.
I don't know, but... So anyway, 25% off all of our cookbooks right now, guys. livingonadime.com. They are there. Go grab them all, including our gluten-free, dairy-free. If you guys need a free Bible, speaking of Pastor Jack, a free, easy-to-read Bible should be arriving on Friday, and we will start shipping again if they can get them down our driveway. They have to slide them down our driveway on the sleds. But we will slide the Bibles down the driveway in the sleds if we have to, won't we, dear?
Yep.
And livingonadime.com, click the shop, use the coupon code FREEBIBLE if you cannot afford one. People ask to buy them, so that's why we did them. But we will see you guys next time.
Bye. Well, that was okay. I wasn't ready.
You're like, oh, I'm not ready yet.